Hello, my souls, and welcome back to Blacksad. And, we're waiting for the game to load at the moment. There we go. Hello, Volk. Hi, Dennis. Hi, Andy. Hey, Freeman. Lem. I do apologize for the excessively loud music, but goddamn is it fun music. Hi, Shelby. Lem. Whoa. Well, that is leaking. Anyways, let's continue our game, shall we? See where everything goes. See how much thicker the plot can get. Whew. By the way, just because I can. Sorry, just because I can.
You're welcome.
Aww, sleeping doggo.
The number of cigarette butts is inversely proportional to my hours of sleep. Ah, damn.
See, there's no fever whatsoever. He must be having a nightmare.
Are you sure?
Wouldn't you have nightmares too after what he went through yesterday? I know I sure wouldn't sleep.
I have nightmares myself, but those go way back.
Oh, the poor thing. Do you know what my nightmare is? It's that witch I have to work with. Oh. Good thing she's got trauma surgery at 12:30, but I wish it were a little sooner, you know?
No he doesn't, Andy.
Anyway,
that doggo looks nothing like Doggo.
Thank you for letting me know. And for bringing him in. You don't know how excited I am to be involved in a criminal case.
It might not be important, but I need to take a look at his medical report.
Okay. So, I was gonna say that cannot be aiming at what I think it was aiming at. Also, name's the Shelby. Freeman, were you trying to ask if I knew anything about a good, if I knew anything about computers.
The hands say a lot about what's going on inside a person. Is that eye movement normal? He seems restless. Should I tell someone?
Well, that's a card. Big shoes.
Ugh.
Vale's shoes smell like a dead man. There we go.
No, the footprints don't match. If Yale killed Dunn, he did it without stepping in the paint, or in different shoes.
Okay. So I've got to keep looking around a little bit, I guess? I mean, have I seen everything in here that there is to see in here? Hey, there's another card. Ah! Yeah, no, I think he's a Doberman, so... There's that. God, there's a lot of cards in here, isn't there? Wait. Cooties. Really? Now watch, if we zoom in on that and, you know, read it, it's probably a thing about VD.
Hi.
You're awake, handsome?
Hmm.
Cigarettes, 25 cents. Rena. Thirty shifts. Dr. Talbot Trauma.
They ran several tests on Bobby Yale last night after admitting him. Have the results come in yet?
No, I don't think so, handsome.
I'll take a pack of Morleys, please.
Honey, get me a pack of Morleys for Mr. Handsome.
Okay. Well, that's a clipping error. That's very much a clipping error.
I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
There we are.
It seems like the Doe nurse will be assisting Dr. Talbot during his 12:30 surgery. In 4 hours. Could I get them to operate any sooner? I won't be able to read Yale's medical report if she's around.
Oh, wait. Hey, Zondo, and yeah, no, this game is confusing. And yes, Freeman, I actually know quite a bit about computers. If you'd like, I can actually help you out on Discord on getting you a decent computer, depending on what you're looking for.
Sherry speaking.
Get Dr. Gregor Talbot, please.
Yes, 1 minute. No, actually, Dr. Talbot won't be in until 12:30 according to my registry. Can I ask who's calling, please?
Trauma, impersonate Dr. Talbot.
Sherry, this is Dr. Talbot. We have to reschedule the 12:30 procedure. I want everyone in the operating room in 5 minutes. If anyone gives you any grief, tell them it's a matter of life or death. Understood?
There we go.
A matter of life and death. A matter of life and death. You gotta be kidding me. These people.
Ah! You gotta be kidding me. Yeah, no, that animation definitely worked.
All right, now. How do I put this? I need something that you...
Oh, only if you guess why I'm giving it to you.
I think you just want to spite your fellow nurse.
Well, aren't you smart?
Hmm.
But be quick
Okay.
about it. You hear me, huh? If that witch comes back.
Let's see. Blackout following cardiopulmonary resuscitation. Pertussis.
What? What does it say here?
Ah, you know doctors. The top handwriting is mine. Let's see. Extrasystole and dehydration caused by panic attack.
Extra what?
You know, arrhythmia, like skipped heartbeats.
Okay.
What about this here?
It's a good thing I know that Mr. Yale is in Dr. Ferguson's hands. Otherwise, I'd be worried.
Hey, no means no, miss.
You really don't know who I am, do you?
Miss, I've got orders. And the fact is, those orders say that...
Here you are, Miss Dunn.
Huh?
Tell him, Blacksad. I can't get through that thick skull of his.
You see, Hi Phil, she's the owner of Yale's gym.
A woman?
Whether the kid recovers or not depends entirely on her.
Between you and me, and all due respect, miss, but aren't we taking this woman's liberation a little too far? All right, let her in.
Really
She's your
now?
responsibility.
Thanks for convincing the cop.
Ah, there we
You
are.
hired me to find Yale. I wanted you to see him with your own eyes.
I see. Anyway, you did your job. I'll send you a check the day after the fight. You can leave now.
First things first. Nope.
Huh, no. She's gonna do something stupid. Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
You can't take justice into your own hands. Believe me, it will haunt you as long as you live.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice.
Shut up! None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Since nothing else is working, it's time to bluff it. You know I emptied that gun when I found it in the safe. No,
No,
no.
no.
Why did you say that?
Well, that worked. Not.
Sonia, don't.
He killed my father. You said so yourself.
No, I told you I wasn't sure.
He almost killed you in that floozy's apartment. How could he not be guilty?
You can't take justice into your own hands. Believe me, it will haunt you as long as you live.
Shut up! None of that matters. How could he not be guilty?
Your father wouldn't want you to do this. He was a just man, and this is not justice. It's okay.
There we go.
It's okay.
Uncle Tim!
Well, there we are.
Sweetie, I came back from Los Angeles as soon as I could.
I told you not to rush back.
Come on now, honey. Aren't you going to introduce me to your friend?
No,
Looks like a
this is
half
John
camel, half lion
Blacksad,
hybrid.
the detective who found Bobby.
Oh, so this is strictly professional. I thought you had some good news for your uncle.
No, Uncle Tim, don't be silly.
Don't be silly. Look at you. Smart, educated, as dazzling as the brightest of stars. Every single man in this city should be at your feet. Come on, we'd better let him rest.
Yeah, that is a thing. At least now he doesn't have a hole in his skull.
I see. Let's say you're right and Bobby Yale is innocent. Who should we focus on now?
We?
Well, your father turned down my money, but he made me promise one thing, that I'd take care of you if anything happened to him.
But I can...
I know you're perfectly capable of managing that gym on your own, but we don't even know if you'll be ready to fight Stone. Besides, someone seems really invested in stopping that fight, and someone has to pay Mr. Blacksad to get to the bottom of all this. Please, talk some sense into her.
Your uncle is right. Your father wouldn't have wanted you to go through this alone.
See? Listen to the detective.
All right. Thank you, Uncle. Thank you so
All
much.
right, stop crying or you'll ruin your makeup, honey. Now fix yourself up and I'll buy you some breakfast.
Wait, my purse.
I'll get it. It must be...
Blacksad, wait a minute. I think she needs some time alone, just like you and me. Listen, boy, do whatever it takes to find Joe's murder. Whatever it takes. If things get messy, don't worry. I'll clean them up. Deal?
I'm not a vigilante.
Well, suit yourself. Just get that ball to the end zone.
No. Are you telling stories about the great iron arm again?
Yeah, it did
Wait
take
a
2
minute.
takes for that.
Of course. The Milestones quarterback. Tim Iron Arm Thorpe.
It's a good thing folks usually recognize me sooner. Blacksad, you coming to breakfast?
I'd love to, but I have to go ask for a favor.
Jimmy Highfall can't be trusted? Okay. Okay, so that was interesting. It took me 2 takes, but... Or it took me 2 attempts, but, at least he doesn't have a hole in his brain. Right? Also, goddamn. The sight of that particular doggo with a hole in his head is actually kind of disturbing. I'm kind of amazed they put the detail that they did into it. Well, thank you, Volk. Yeah, no, that was weird, but it was actually kind of realistic.
Jake
if
wasn't
you
at
think about
home
it.
or at his usual bar. But on the 3rd try, I found him. How many hits does a boxer take to the head throughout his career? This one's got extra padding, just like Jake.
Oh, that's mean.
Hey, hi.
Hey, focus, will you?
Hey, Jake.
Not now, John.
I hope he never feels inclined to hit me. He's twice my size.
What's the question, Andy?
Not the smartest cookie in the jar, nor the most tactful. But do I trust him? No. Do I consider him a friend? Yes.
Why the fuck?
He's been training with those same shorts for who knows how long.
That's gross.
Hey, Jake.
Damn it, wait a minute.
Alright, so I'm gonna have to get his fucking attention.
All right, that's enough. Take 5. Go on. What, John? What's so important?
To answer your question, Andy, Dog Bomb actually did die by assisted suicide. I believe it was essentially a morphine overdose. And quite honestly, that is one case in which suicide I'm completely fine with. Because it's honestly better than having him become a prisoner in his own body, which was what he was pretty much leading towards at that point.
Have you noticed anything strange about Sonia?
I don't know. Yesterday she said she hated the gym. But it also seemed like she wanted to save the place. Do you get any of this? I sure don't.
It's just the way folks are. We say one thing, and then we go and do the opposite. You just can't expect us to be consistent. Why are you coaching that guy?
Oh, that's right. You don't know. Sonia asked me to run the gym. Well, at least the fun part. As soon as Bobby Yale's back on his feet, I'll turn him into a champ. I'll make him crush stone. Just you wait. What? Why are you looking at me like that?
Couldn't you just stop working for O'Leary?
Yeah, I guess I could.
Could you tell me where O'Leary's headquarters are?
What for? No. You could get me into trouble. No way.
You lied to me yesterday. And being the good friend that I am, I kept your secret. You owe me. I don't think I'd keep protecting you if we weren't friends. Although, if we were friends, you wouldn't hesitate to help me. Tell me, Jake. Are
That
we
is
friends or not?
manipulative as shit,
Damned cat.
but it works.
All right. O'Leary's hideout is in the basement of a Chinese restaurant. But I don't even know how to get in.
Well, I'll see you tonight.
Wait, were we supposed to meet?
Of course. Your place, 11 p.m. See you there.
Ronald, the break's over.
After 30 hours of work and several beatings, every bone in my body ached for a bed.
Now it's my turn.
So I went home to recharge. Because the night ahead was bound to be promising.
Well, yeah. Hanzen Chang's carpet. Weird.
What do you know about that basement?
Well, let me think. Nothing?
Yes and
Come
no.
on, Jake, for Christ's sake. Strain that little boxer brain. You must know something.
I've come to get O'Leary several times, but they always make me wait in the dining room. One day it was so late that the restaurant was closed. They made me call from a payphone in that alley over there to let them know I was here. A few minutes later, O'Leary came out the back door, that red one there.
All right. You stay by the payphone. Wait till I'm inside. If you see anyone, call the same number you did that one time. Got it?
Screw you.
A promising night indeed.
Ow. Yes, I know there's probably nothing over here, but I still want to come over here for the sake of, you know, cards, if I can find any. Well, sadly, Frost is out in the living room recording. You're in Longtiong territory. Okay, so there was graffiti there that isn't there, actually.
Could it be an elevator shaft? How does this thing open?
Yes, and he actually chose to do it. He actually announced when he was going to, take his life when he was,
No. The plan will only work if O'Leary doesn't know I've been here.
Hold on, guys.
Stupid cat.
Would he even notice if I got in?
That's a little...
Stupid duck.
I don't know whether to call it racist or specious.
Does he need a
Stupid
shotgun to
coyote.
deal with suppliers?
Stupid cat.
I'm guessing it
coyote.
lights up when they ring at the main door.
Stupid duck.
Maybe it leads to the basement. Something tells me he'd notice me
duck.
no matter how stealthy I was.
Okay, so that's a thing.
If only I could reach that box.
God damn, this got to be a heavy bin. Well, yeah, pretty much.
What happened? Should we run for it?
Do I look like I'm in a hurry? There's a trapdoor on the ground, right by the restaurant. Does that sound familiar?
Huh? The restaurant or the trapdoor?
Okay. Forget it.
Are you done?
What do you think? I need your brute force, Jake.
What's wrong? Is the little kitten too,
And your silence.
Well, that's a thing. Right there should do it. Let's see. There we go. Yep, it's an elevator. Well, that was the thing. And that's actually a really good explanation, Shelby.
There are questions we only ask ourselves when it's far too late.
Oh, come on. And I'm gonna fail this because there's no visible source of light anywhere.
Oh, no, not now! Some answers only come to you when it's far too late.
Who's there?
Let's retry this. Okay, so you guys can see that I've essentially been everywhere in this room. There is a door here.
Oh, no, not now!
Find a source
Some
of light
answers
before
only
the
come
shit
to you
runs
when
out.
it's far too late.
There's no visible source of light anywhere. Unless it's somewhere above my head. I think I see a source of light. Night, Andy. Yeah, pretty much. Oh god, I think I see why. Yep, I found the mechanic. Walk in the dark. But turn the lights on, Mr. Thing over there. Will notice it. I guarantee they'll notice it.
Why do they have so many paper notes? Do they get that many orders?
Also, I should probably do a cerebral moment here because there's something something in there. I don't want everything to get too cluttered up. There we go.
Huh. That lizard isn't Yale's doctor.
Alright, Freeman. There we go.
It won't budge. Huh. I was expecting some frozen bodies.
That wasn't what I was intending to do. There we are. Well, that's a thing. I think I may have just missed a card, though. Steve Grayson Stone, 200 lead. Other football, hockey, baseball, boxing.
Huh. Looks like those colorful notes weren't restaurant orders after all.
New York, Chicago.
Does O'Leary have a network of pals?
Chewing on your lip a little too much can do that. I actually have a split in my lip right now.
There's one on each table, except this one.
Okay, there was something over here. There are two things over here with an A function. Well, there's one of the things.
The odds are incredibly in Stone's favor. I guess that he's the reigning champion, and Bobby Yale is just a contender, but maybe word got out about his condition. Wow, I didn't realize you could place so many bets on a single baseball game.
Damn. Wild berries. Or wild strawberries.
Sometimes I forget that criminals, even the office variety, have family and kids. Anyway, maybe things aren't so bad on the dark side. 16 days until the fight. A little thingamajig that adds on its own. What'll they think of next? It looks like a summary of all the bets that come in. Day, amount, bet, wagerer. Wait a minute. Did O'Leary himself bet $5,000 on Yale? Could that be Ireland? I'd say that's Ireland too.
Well, of course, his name is O'Leary. Beesh!
A Crossler? The good news is, I don't need lockpicks to open it. The bad news, I didn't bring explosives. Even Dunn had a gun in his office. O'Leary couldn't possibly be the exception. Dunn had $200 in his safe. O'Leary had about $20,000 in a drawer. Ireland, of course. This guy's obsessed.
Well, of course, his name is O'Leary. Oh my god, this guy can't be this special.
I hope I never become the object of O'Leary's obsession.
Yes and no.
The painting concealed file after file of celebrity reports with all sorts of shady information, ranging from S to Z. Almost all of them were athletes. Is that what O'Leary meant when he said that detectives and police officers were his friends? I wonder how many spy for him. If I were to pitch in, who would I spy on? According to Stone's report, he was so clean, not to mention hard to corrupt, that O'Leary opted for a more subtle strategy. Apparently, when he broke up with the tennis player Helen Moore, he set her up with Stone. Lucky for him, they hit it off. As I put away the report, I stopped in my tracks. Did I really want to risk knowing what O'Leary had on my good friend, the incorruptible police commissioner? To be honest, if Smirnov had anything to hide, I'd rather not know about it.
Let's look at Thorpe, shall we?
Thorpe had been a rising football star before the war, which he came back from with honors and decorations. After the truce, he resumed his career. He won 3 season trophies and a couple of MVP awards. He retired after an accident that left him paralyzed from the waist down. He started his own sports advertising agency 4 years ago, but according to the files, O'Leary hadn't even tried to corrupt him.
Thorpe, war hero. Okay. Let's see what he's got on Vale. Or on Yale, or however you want to pronounce his name.
In Bobby Yale's folder, all I found was a log of his incredible stats as an aspiring champion. 20 victories, 16 by knockout. Although, at the end of the report, someone had underlined one word several times. Untouchable.
Now, I swear to God, every time I've seen his name on this, it's been Vale. But then again, the V looks like a Y. Or the Y looks like a V, rather.
Limited edition copy 2 of 3. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance. Your eyes act like the moon.
Well, damn. Pretty.
If they're not together anymore, why does O'Leary keep so many pictures of romantic moments with Helen Moore?
I feel like I'm missing something. Let's see what's up here.
Luckily or not, files N through R included no one that I could somehow connect to the case.
This is a hell of a cabinet, filing cabinet system, isn't it? Beautiful. Makes it looks makes the office look so much better, though. It's weird to have a filing system hidden like this, though. Leave it to a mob boss. Let's see. Frank Cassidy.
Cassidy's report was possibly the longest among all of O'Leary's files. Apparently, their rivalry went way back. So much so that they spied on each other in the most unthinkable ways. At least I was able to confirm what Yale had told me. Cassidy had threatened Dunn after he refused to join the managers' union.
Oh shit. Wrong button. Very wrong button. Yeah, seriously, Freeman.
Dunn's integrity was legendary, even in O'Leary's shady reports, just like Yale had said. Dunn had kicked one of O'Leary's men out of the gym when he found him snooping around. The report on Yale's father was the shortest of all, since only his name was left. Why?
Empty report on Avenarius. Let's see what's in this one, shall we? Who's Helen Moore. Never mind.
Helen Moore's file was, by far, one of the juiciest. She had been just a run-of-the-mill tennis player until O'Leary launched her career by rigging enough games to help her climb the ranking. However, O'Leary hadn't fixed any of her games in over a year. In spite of that, she remained undefeated. Be as it may, it was clear that O'Leary had enough information to ruin her career.
Damn. Hey, let's check out Jake's folder. Jake Ostimbo.
Strange as it may seem, the reports reveal that O'Leary had hired Jake as a bodyguard precisely because he was absolutely clean. Apparently, he liked to surround himself with honest people when he mingled with the high society.
Whoa, wait. Is that literally just a let's turn the light on or turn the light off thing? That is literally just let's turn the light on or off. And cinematic.
Jake. Someone was coming.
Are we or are we not exemplary workers, Jimmy? Here it is, middle of the night. And we're working extra hours. Hey, Jimmy, what do you think about that?
I think he's scared stiff, Desmond.
Why's that, Jimmy? We're giving you the red carpet treatment. We even let you in the boss's office.
You're one lucky fellow.
And this is gonna be a murder.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Speak, you moron.
yeah, very well. Why are you...
Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
And tell me, what
Yeah.
about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please. I didn't do anything. I swear.
Let's be a good person.
O'Leary, the police have surrounded the...
And that's a way to die.
You don't need to worry about that.
Okay.
You can't say I don't treat you well, Jimmy.
Yeah,
Speak, you moron.
yeah, very well. Why are you...
Shh. Calm down. How long have you worked for me, Jimmy?
Fuck's sake.
3 months. 3 months.
Oh, yeah. I hired you right after your cousin Martin died. I need your opinion. How would you punish someone for ruining an innocent man's life with a hit and run, Jimmy?
I don't know.
And tell me, what about you, Wilson? What would you do?
No, please. I didn't do
See what happens
anything.
if I stay
I
put.
swear.
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy. You see, Martin was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
Still gonna try to save him. Yep, I'm just gonna get shot again.
Leave him alone, O'Leary. No one deserves to die. Not even...
Yep.
Looks like you do.
This feels like I'm racking up, how many times can I die in this episode thing?
He was a good guy. Of course, you already knew that. You knew him better than me, right?
He was my cousin.
That's why I hired you, Jimmy.
Wish there was a way to skip
You
this
see,
the second time
Martin
through.
was a dear friend. And his widow said you were a nice kid. That you do a good job and you needed the money. And I have a soft spot for those in need.
Please.
But, you know what? I talked to her just yesterday. She told us you did some naughty things to her with that gun, Jimmy.
No.
That's no way to treat a widow, is it?
She's lying. Why would I do that?
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
I didn't want to. It was his idea.
And let's see if this happens again.
Leave him alone, O'Leary. You can't just take...
Yep.
Oh, yes. Yes, I can.
I'm kind of liking getting all of the things for this.
What about the kid? Are you so sure you know how long a kid can hold his breath? With his little head inside a toilet bowl?
Son of a bitch.
I didn't want to. It was his idea.
Selfishly, I was glad I hadn't risked my life to save Jimmy. But one could also argue that I didn't deserve to die for someone like him.
Who's your boss? Give me a name!
Cassidy. It was his idea. He said you'd hired me if I'd managed to scare the widow, and I just...
All right. Let's just... calm down now. It's gonna be okay. There are two sacred principles that rule my life. The first principle is the love for my family. I do anything to protect them. The second principle, I never put my future in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I would even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two crucial principles, I take matters into my own hands. You see where this is going? Now, the first time I got someone killed, even though all I really did was rat him out.
No, I just...
Stop interrupting me, Jimmy! It's not polite! You're all the same. So rude. You know what? Let's leave it at that. You're going to give a message to that disgusting walrus Cassidy, aren't you?
Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Yeah, sure.
Good boy.
What's the message?
Oh, Jimmy. You still don't get it, do you? You are the message.
Damn.
Come on. Wrap him up. Make sure Cassidy gets the message for breakfast, will you? I hope he chokes on it.
Got it.
Where are you hiding, little fishy? Once again, you didn't get to hear the end of my story.
Well, damn. All I can say is at least he made it a clean shot, not something I can gut shot.
Hey, pussycat!
Well, that's one way to do that. Finish off the back. Ow. That's on the head. Double tap. Jesus fuck. Well, that's a hell of a view. I'm guessing ring the bell is going to be the answer.
What? Just where do you think you're going, putty cat?
I have no idea how many lives I'm down to. I know it's less than 9. I think I got like 1 or 2 left at this point.
Two sacred principles rule my life.
The love you feel for your family.
What is going on today?
Jesus fuck.
Two sacred principles rule my life. The first is the love I feel for my family. The second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two I take matters into my own hands. The first time that someone died because of me, even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's interesting what comes to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly all I could think about was how much I wanted a pet fish.
You too, Brutus? Anyway, I was 14 years old, and I still dream about him, about his widow and his son.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first...
That was that. Never again.
Nowadays, whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife. His pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself. The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy, I'd know he's not bluffing. I knew I had it in me to get out of that place alive.
Now the question is how. Now I know where that came in.
No. O'Leary's wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations, you're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word, but I'm actually here to help. Your wife is having an affair with Colbert.
What? Me? No way!
Well, that's the thing.
Well, here's the thing. I don't respect your word. And since you brought me no proof...
Check my coat pocket, on the right.
Damn.
Oh, Blacksad, Blacksad, Blacksad. Oops. Thank you very much. And sorry for jumping to conclusions. First, you get a random beating from my men. And now this. Although you have to admit I had my reasons to be suspicious, you ran away from Yale's apartment, didn't you? But as you well know, you can't trust anyone in this world. Take it. It's only fair.
I want to play some bet.
I want to bet it all on the fight.
Ah, so you're a gambler after all. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
I guess, if you say so.
Same difference. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
Yale to win. Or
I
Yale
bet
to
it
win.
all on Yale.
Oh, Blacksad.
Also, really quick, I'm gonna change that because I think I just did a naughty and it's not what I intended to do. I hit the wrong button. This will probably be the only time you ever see me do this. I was trying to hit Y and hit A instead. I want to place a bet on Sonia Dunn's behalf. Gotta love twitchy ass broken controllers. And yeah, I kind of agree with you there, Freeman. He kind of is slowly turning into Batman at this point. I really got to get a new controller too, by the way. Yeah, no, I think what I'm gonna do is probably head up to Walmart tomorrow and, well, early tomorrow, and get myself a new controller. I'm gonna have to go through that whole thing again.
Two
aren't I?
sacred principles rule my life.
Let him talk.
The first is
Also, Sting,
the
welcome to
love
this
I feel
stream.
for my family. the second, never leave destiny in the hands of fate. I always play it nice and safe. And I'd even add a third principle, or better yet, a rule. If anything threatens either of these two I take matters into my own hands. The first time that
Audio
someone
jumps are an
died
issue in this
because
game,
of me,
sadly.
even though all I did was rat him out, well, that guy ended up in the Hudson River, right off Pier 27. He's got to be even wetter than that fish by now. You should have seen his face.
It's interesting what comes to mind when you think you're about to die. Suddenly all I could think about was how much I wanted a pet fish.
You too, Brutus? Anyway, I was 14 years old, and I still dream about him, about his widow and his son.
By then, I was adamant about buying a fish. But first...
That was that. Never again.
Nowadays, whether it's me who pulls the trigger or not, I have zero regrets. What's more, I sort of enjoy it.
Okay. Now I know where to go to put these.
In case anyone had any doubts about who's the boss around here, I'll put my dirty feet on his luxurious table to prove that all of this is mine. His pupils are dilated, and there's a slight grin on his face. The bastard is enjoying himself.
By the way, as I said, glitchy-ass controller.
When a mob boss declares his love of family, it can only mean that A, he won't hesitate to ruin yours, and B, he's cheating on his wife.
There we are.
The guy never hesitates to pull the trigger. Even if I hadn't seen what he did to Jimmy,
to do the exact same
I'd
thing I
know
did
he's not
before,
bluffing.
simply
I knew I had
place
it
a
in
bet
me to
for
get out
Sonya
of
and
that
not
place
myself.
alive.
Yeah, kinda, Freeman. I'm kind of the same way.
No.
little
O'Leary's
bit.
wife is having an affair with Colbert? Should I serve this to O'Leary on a silver platter? Or threaten Colbert so he'll get me out of this mess?
And, well, that's it, I think. You know, Blacksad, I never made it this far. Congratulations, you're going in style.
I didn't want to interrupt you because I respect you and your word, but I'm actually here to help. Your wife is having an affair with Colbert.
What? Me? No way!
Blam.
Well, here's the thing. I don't respect your word. And since you brought me no proof...
Check my coat pocket, on the right.
Oh,
Double dipping with the boss's girl.
Blacksad. Oops. Thank you very much. And sorry for jumping to conclusions. First, you get a random beating from my men. And now this. Although you have to admit I had my reasons to be suspicious, you ran away from Yale's apartment, didn't you? But as you well know, You can't trust anyone in this world. Take it. It's only fair.
Naughty, naughty, my ass. There we are.
I want to bet it all on the fight, on Sonia Dunn's behalf.
Oh, what a romantic you are. We listen, if you call it listening, to the sentimental romance.
I guess, if you say so.
Same difference. Anyway, go ahead. Place your bet.
I bet it all on Yale.
Ha ha ha! Oh, Blacksad. Aren't these odd hours to pay me a visit? Your message was important, but certainly not urgent. It could have waited until tomorrow, don't you think?
We cats and wolves hunt at night.
Oh, damn. And, I'm sorry, but Colbert kind of deserved it. Cheating on his wife, fucking his boss's wife, and beat the crap out of me, not once, but twice. And tried to shoot me. Yeah, he kind of deserved to die.
I wish I was a noir fiction writer. At this very moment, I could write a couple of pointed, ironic remarks for the narrator to recount what I just lived through. The dark, crooked alleys of New York reminded me of the state of my own soul. No. Fall loomed over me Fall struck me with the full force of my long-lost youth. Nah, not
Jesus
that.
fuck.
Fall descended over me with the full weight of a guilty conscience. God, that's worse.
What were you thinking? He wants him alive. Bah.
Well, there we go.
I felt fall seep through my bones like the pain of a good beating.
There we go.
Mediocre, but appropriate.
Take my fourth beating. This guy gets fucked up left, right, and center. Clues collected allow new deductions. Yay.
Against all odds, next morning I got up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed. And I had my kind, unknown assailants to thank. The beating had taken its toll, but for the first time in months, I had slept like a baby.
Oh, come on, Helen, focus! All right, take 5. We'll work on that double backhand later.
Well, Mr. Blackmore, what can I do for the FBI?
Well, that's a federal crime.
Cooperate with law enforcement. All you have to do is talk.
I like to speak through my actions, but still, could you be more specific?
The hell?
Maybe if we could speak in private?
I have been mlammed.
Alec!
Coming!
You've got 4 minutes, Mr. Blackmore, so... make them count.
I have been mlammed.
We know about you and Desmond O'Leary.
Wow, the FBI sure knows what it's doing. So, out of the 100 million Americans who know about that, who did you extort to get such highly confidential information?
The thing is, well...
You see, I'd love to wipe out that part of my past, but whatever.
Do you have any regrets?
Ads pay more than trophies. Can you believe it? Being associated with such a shady character could only damage my reputation. Trust me, never get involved with a married man.
They say you're currently involved with Al Stone, the boxer. Is that correct?
Wow, your sagacity never ceases to amaze me.
Don't beat around the bush. We know why you're with him.
Oh, so you like his biceps too?
Desmond O'Leary asked you to seduce Stone. Why?
What? No, I met Al by chance at a party. A party hosted by Desmond O'Leary. No, that can't be. No one is that shrewd. Not even him. Damn, I hate that bastard.
Rigged games.
We're aware of at least 6 rigged games during your first year as a professional player.
And?
You won all of them.
Are you trying to offend me? I give my all on the court. I can't be held accountable if my rivals don't do the same. Go interrogate them. In any case, now I know why you mentioned O'Leary. What do you really have against him? And don't say illegal gambling.
O'Leary is a murderer. Every criminal organization has blood on his hands. His is no exception. And we have proof. I'm serious, Miss Moore. America can't afford to let anyone shake its foundations like that. And America's sweetheart can't afford it either. Help us out. Talk to us.
And why should I, Mr. Blackmore? What do I stand to gain or lose?
I'm sure you're aware that we could end your career if what we know goes public. But no one wants that to happen, right?
This is actually quite simple.
Another audio glitch. I love you now and forever.
One lucky gal.
You have a light, sir?
The fuck?
The pearly white teeth of someone who barely smokes. Am I making her nervous? Damn. I'm almost out of fluid.
Wanna know my trick? Go down to start, then up with it, and then down again. Don't worry, I'm not making any assumptions about your masculinity.
Oh,
Don't
use the
worry,
wrong
I'm not
stick.
making any assumptions about your masculinity. Thanks.
Wrong stick. Yeah, no, she's got a pretty creepy smile.
I don't know what you want me to say. You're trying to frame O'Leary, perhaps rightfully so, but I think you're barking up the wrong tree. Believe me, if I had the slightest...
Come on, Helen. Time to work on your backhand. Let's go.
Do you smoke? Nice meeting you, Mr. Blackmore. Did you bring my water?
Probably should have mentioned contraband. That was a little bit of a bust. Anyways, we will probably be ending the stream here in just a little bit. I want to do one more cerebral moment, maybe.
She tossed the cigarette in your face? You're such a loser! Too bad I was busy chasing Cassidy. If that had been me, America would no longer have a sweetheart. So, what do you say, you and me, we change places next time, huh?
Your turn. Now tell me, what did you find out?
You're gonna love this. You ready? I've got news, but I happen to also have a
Blacksad.
He's off with that whore, isn't he?
What? Who is... Oh, Mrs. Colbert.
I told him I knew all about it, you know, after our chat. He cried and asked me to forgive him. He said he was gonna leave her, that he loved me, and it was over. But last night he got a phone call. He said he had to work, and he still hasn't come back. Nobody's seen him at work since yesterday evening. He left with her, didn't he? Tell me the truth. I can handle it.
I don't know how to put this, but your husband is dead. He had an affair with his boss's wife. I'm guessing you know who I'm talking about. He found out and killed him. Mrs. Colbert?
Oh, well. I was half expecting to hear her say
But
good.
what just happened? Is there anything you didn't tell me?
Maybe. But now it's your turn. Tell me about Cassidy. Come on, spit it out.
I didn't find anything suggesting that Cassidy had anything to do with Dunn's murder, but...
That's quite the tale.
But I know Cassidy will be playing poker tonight with one Howard M. Farnham II, a Texas tycoon looking to get his claws on the boxing business. I also know that he and Cassidy have never met in person, and that Farnham, who's staying at the Balford Hotel, hasn't left his room. Apparently, he spent the night with 3 bottles of bourbon. So, here's my incredible plan. I'll go to the hotel, I'd knock him out, and then take his place in the poker game. That way, I'll get Cassidy talking. What do you think? Incredible, right?
Didn't we agree that you would handle Helen Moore while I dealt with Cassidy next time? No?
Well, that's the thing. Folks, the next time it saves, like the next time I'm out of a situation where I can't or next time I am out of a situation, or where I'm in a situation where I can go exploring on my own in the game or what have you, I'm probably gonna end the stream. It has been a long night. This has been an interesting night, though, too. Full of death and destruction. But no, seriously. Night studying. Blam. Okay, that was a save. Since that was a save, I'm going to exit to main menu, and folks, if you enjoy the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload and when we go live. But for now, this is Kitthesoulless signing off. So until next time, everybody, bye-bye! Mlem. Yeah, no, I think I may change the title of the stream after the fact. Good idea, though, Freeman. Night, everybody. And no problem, Volk. Mlem.